In India, issuing a cheque is serious business. But what if the cheque is post-dated? Does the law treat it differently? Today, we're breaking down the case of Kusum Ingots vs. Pennar Peterson, 2000, a landmark ruling on cheque bounces. And trust me, if you've ever written a cheque, you need to know this one. Let's go. What is a dated cheque? A dated cheque is a cheque that has a specific date written on it by the issuer. The bank can process the cheque only on or after the mentioned date. The big question: are post-dated cheques legally enforceable? Here's what the law says. Section 5 of the Negotiable Instruments Act, 1881 states that a post-dated cheque is legally considered a bill of exchange, meaning it's as good as cash on the date written on it. Section 138 of the Negotiable Instruments Act, 1881. A cheque must be honored, and if it bounces, the issuer can be prosecuted. So what really happened? Meet Arvind Khanna, the owner of Kusum Ingots Alloys Ltd, a steel company. His business is in financial trouble, but he still needs raw materials. He makes a deal with Ramesh Gupta, the owner of Pennar Peterson Securities Ltd, to purchase materials on credit. Ramesh confidently enters a bank. Manager told Ramesh, "Sir, this cheque has bounced due to insufficient funds." Ramesh trying to call Arvind, but Arvind ignores the call, looking worried in his office. Ramesh is stunned. How could this happen? A bounced cheque? That means no payment. And so the case reaches the Supreme Court of India. Ramesh argues that Arvind must be punished for issuing a cheque without sufficient funds. Defense lawyer confidently addressed the judge that Section 22 of the Sikh Industrial Companies, 1985, prevents legal action against Sikh companies. So, this prosecution should be stayed. Now, the Supreme Court had to decide, does Section 138 apply to a Sikh company under SICA? The Supreme Court made a crucial ruling that changed cheque bounce cases forever.
A post-dated cheque is a valid financial instrument on the date mentioned. The argument that it was issued earlier does not matter. Furthermore, SICA does not protect companies from criminal liability. Thus, Kusum Ingots Alloys Ltd is liable under Section 138 of the Negotiable Instruments Act.
The ruling was clear. Post-dated cheques are enforceable. If they bounce, the issuer is liable, no matter the financial condition. A post-dated cheque is legally valid on the date mentioned. If it bounces, the issuer is responsible under Section 138. Sikh companies cannot escape cheque dishonor liability. Always ensure sufficient funds before issuing a cheque.